What's up, everybody? It's Cruel. We're coming back to you with another DRL Sim update. It looks like they completely redid everything. There's awesome CGI intros. I'm not going to ruin it for you guys. It's still in beta stage. There are some bugs, but so far it's looking pretty damn good. It feels like a really, really good simulator. And there's going to be a lot more coming up with this sim, and which is awesome. So we'll get started. First things first, they have a training module now. It teaches you how to control your quad. It even teaches you the pinch method. You have to use the mouse wheel to go left and right, which took me a little while to figure out. But you also get rewarded for doing it within a certain amount of time, which is awesome for beginners. And there's also 2 race modes, or flying modes. There's free fly and race mode. Each map you have to download it individually. And once you do, then you'll be able to fly it in both modes. So you click on one to start, but let's go back and look at some other stuff first. Multiplayer is there. You can race with up to 6 people and 3 spectators, but it's not really working. I haven't been able to join a race yet, so I think they'll be updating that very soon. And of course, the leaderboards, which are updated in real time, so you can see what your position is, what your times are. And one cool feature is you can actually replay each person's run, so you can see what lines they're taking, how fast they're going. Which is awesome. So let's see, this is my run through Gates of Hell. Once you hit play, you can pause it midair, change the view, go around. Oh, there's my props in front of my quad. You can use the mouse to scroll around. If you hit stop, it restarts it. So you have to hit pause to kind of pause it and then keep going. My props in front again. So you can also, like I said, you can rotate your mouse, get some cool cinematic views. You can make some pretty cool videos. It'd be awesome if you could import different quads together so you can have multiples in a replay, which is awesome. Maybe in multiplayer the replays are good. So again, you can search by map, you can search by pilot. Damn, I already lost my slot in. Oh, Ockbots, of course. So you can check all the maps, different maps that they have. Like I said, there's going to be a DRL contract up for grabs, so we want to see who's the best simulator pilot that's going to be able to get this. So these leaderboards are awesome. Straight line is like a training room, I think. Yeah, I don't think my times are going to last very long once people start getting into this. And you could also search by pilot, so if I wanted to search my times up, I don't think that's completely finished yet because it just says race next to under my name, and it should say the track name, I think. But which is awesome because I can search Night Fury's times and or whoever, or Ockbots, to see what they're doing on the other tracks and look at all their replays, which is awesome. Here's the profile screen. You can change your color with all the the DRL colors. You can change your name, so here are the colors. You can change your name, you can upload a picture or a graphic, which you'll see or you saw on the leaderboards, which is pretty cool too. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here that they're doing that's awesome. Let's go over some of the settings. The settings are pretty simple for graphics: medium, low, medium, high, resolution. A lot of people are going to like this one. You can actually fly a lot more controllers than Tyrannus to support PlayStation, Xbox, Tyrannus, JR, Futaba, and you can add a generic controller, which is like I'm using my Interlink Elite, and it recognizes that just fine. So that opens up the doors for a lot of people, which was a big beef with the previous simulator too. Audio settings are pretty simple too. Here are the quad settings, all the stuff that was on the previous one, I think, plus a little bit more, but you can edit gravity, mass, all that stuff, but you cannot edit that in single player when you're going for leaderboard time. So everyone's on the same playing field. Because I know that was an issue before where people were lowering their mass and upping their thrust to like max. So RC rates, standard stuff. Change the sensitivity of stuff to make it to your liking. So what's left? All we gotta do is do some single player. Let's do a race in Bell Labs, which is my favorite map. Here on the right hand side you see it says pilots and difficulty. A lot of the top pilots are going to upload their lines so you can race against their ghosts. So you can race an easy Night Fury, which is probably still going to kick your ass anyway. So this is Bell Labs, the Manhattan project. This is the one they did in New York, I think. Gives you a nice overview of the track. If you just leave it alone, it gives you like a nice flyby of everything that's going on. And once you press a button, it resets you to the start point. The simulator, like I said, it flies really, really well. I think there's a lot more sliding. The angular drag of it seems pretty awesome. As always, it's never gonna beat the real thing, but it's pretty tricky to get to master. I completely messed that up. Let's try that again. So it's pretty tricky to master. It feels relatively well compared to a lot of sims out there. The crashing is pretty tolerable, but one of the coolest features is they do like the slow-mo crashes. If you remember in the real video, parts go flying everywhere. So let's see it. There's some sparks and stuff, little smoke. The battery's gone. The battery's on fire. You know, they did a really good job with polish and detail, and you get like a nice overview of what you did, your time, your fastest speeds, how many crashes you've had. So let's try to get a good run in and finish this race. I don't think I'm gonna set a fast lap on this one. Just want to show people how it's flying. So we mess around a little bit with some rolls and stuff. There you go. This little gap here is tricky. It's probably one of the trickiest parts of the hit this. Yes, gotta work on that. So yeah, it's pretty good. The time is pretty good. The formats are really awesome. So this is a really polished up simulator, which I think they are going to be polishing up even more. It's going to add a lot more people into the mix, and everybody wants to earn that DRL contract, I'm sure. Got to work on that power loop. It's really tough. And then I try to show off in the finish, and it didn't work. So there we go. So yeah, once you get this done and installed, it's really easy to set up. It auto updates on the launcher. Again, you get your top speed, your fastest laps, your crashes, and all this relevant info. So I'm glad to see that DRL has not given up on that simulator. Thought it wasn't gonna be supported for long, but I guess they're doubling down. They really put together an awesome product. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll see you on the simulator. Let's go multiplayer.